Okay, here's how it's going to work. Let me tell you about the program. We have 3 segments. One is domestic policy, one is foreign policy, one is called philosophy and express values.
And what we need to do is take away the power of these Washington insiders. And we don't need to trade one group of insiders for another group of insiders. So I said in the debate today that we need to say, starting now, this game ends. We are going to put a stop to it. We're going to say to lobbyists, Washington lobbyists, your money's no good with us anymore. We don't want your money. We want to speak up for the American people. We can start this today. We don't need to wait. Which is why I challenged the presidential candidates on the debate stage to agree to the same thing. All of you know, I've never taken any money from Washington lobbyists. Senator Obama has in this campaign started not taking money from Washington lobbyists. That's a good thing. He's to be applauded for that. But I asked the question, yes or no? We got some yeses, and we got one clear no. Senator Clinton made clear that she intends to continue taking Washington lobbyists' money. So the choice in front of America is very clear. If you believe that we're going to get the change that we need in a system that's rigged, and that change is going to come working with the people who rigged the system, that's what these Washington lobbyists are, then you have one choice. On the other hand, if you believe that we should reform not just the government, we should reform the Democratic Party, we should make it clear that we are not with those people.
Talk to them and say, look, let's just have a civil relationship. We fundamentally disagree. It's probably not good for you to funding guerrillas and try to be the next Castro. But the United States, under my leadership, is going to have policies of democratic populism towards Latin America, new policies that deal with international poverty, that deal with micro-lending, and, scrapping these aid policies that we've had that create debt among third world countries and not eradicate international poverty. And maybe we can have a modus operandi. With the North Koreans, I was just there 5 months ago, and we got the North Koreans to turn over 5 remains of our soldiers. And we also got them to start in their own nuclear reactors to get inspectors in and shut them down. And they actually started shutting them down. It was a bipartisan delegation. Well, we got them to do it. So I would meet with...
It's because Halliburton and Bechtel and other major, again, donors with big-time lobbyists in Washington have ended up getting big general contracts. And the guy who ends up hauling the trash out in the back of his truck ends up getting about 1/100th of what's being charged after you've gotten through that whole layer of subcontractors. And so this is where politics does matter. If we had a cleaner politics in Washington, this reconstruction would have happened faster and would have benefited the people who really need it, and that's something that I'm committed to doing as president. Right there. Yes, sir. You. Get the mic.
I'm a small business owner. My name's Mordecai. And trying to get health insurance for my employees proved to be next to impossible because they live all over the country. And getting my own personal insurance, they would try to charge me like $300 extra if I want to get my wife pregnant, and like extra money if I wanted to get...
Well, that may be too much information. I think kids are great.
So they was just gouging at every level. So my question is, number one, have you seen Sicko? And number two, what are you going to do with these health insurance companies that are just being wildly irresponsible? Are we going to make them irrelevant and make this a national healthcare system, or is it going to be something in smaller baby steps? How are you going to proceed with that?
Well, it's a great question. I haven't seen Sicko yet. The only movie I've seen in the last 6 months is Shrek 3. I've got a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old, so that's sort of where we're. Well, I think we're going to get a DVD set. I figure Michael will slip one to me. I'll pay for it though. Just. But, I put forward a detailed plan that everybody can take a look on the website. And